High in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, perched on a cliff nearly 9,000 feet above the sea, lies a place most people never stop to see. A cluster of buildings, broken, hollowed, leaning into the wind. Windows stare out across the valley like eyes watching time pass. This is Gilman, Ghost Town, a reminder of what once was. Gilman was born in 1886 in the thick of Colorado's mining boom. The first strikes were silver. Later came zinc, copper, and lead, metals the growing nation depended on. From these steep cliffs, miners carved tunnels deep into the rock, chasing veins of ore that would shape railroads, wire cities, and fuel industry far away. For nearly 100 years, this town thrived. Hundreds of men went down into the shafts each day. Above ground, families built homes. Children ran through the streets, the schoolhouse bell rang, and trains hauled wealth out of the mountains. Gilman wasn't just a dot on the map. It was a community carved into stone. But every boom has its bust. By the 1970s, the mines began to close. The veins had thinned. The cost of pulling ore from the ground outweighed the reward. And beneath the surface, another problem was growing. Waste rock, tailings, water laced with heavy metals. The land was poisoned by the very industry that gave it life. In 1984, federal officials ordered Gilman evacuated. Overnight, families were told to leave. They packed what they could, locked their doors, and walked away. The houses, the school, the cars, and the driveways, all of it left behind, as if the town itself was frozen in time. Now, Gilman sits silent, private property, fenced off from curious visitors. Nature has begun its slow work. Snow drifts through broken windows. Aspens push up through the streets. Rust eats away at the steel that once powered the mines. To most, it's just another forgotten relic. But to those who know its story, Gilman is more than ruins. It's a mirror of the West, a place that shows us how quickly fortunes rise and how quickly they fall. Yet, for all its silence, Gilman is not without hope. Around it, life carries on. The Eagle River still cuts its silver line through the valley. The mountains remain timeless and steady. And just down the road, towns like Minturn, Red Cliff, and Vail welcome travelers from around the world. People drawn here not for what lies beneath the ground, but for what rises above it, the peaks, the trails, the rivers, the snow. The land, in its own way, is healing. And the story of Gilman is being written into the greater story of Colorado itself, one of resilience, change, and renewal. The future of Gilman is uncertain. Developers have dreamed of rebuilding maybe a resort, maybe new homes, maybe a place for learning and reflection. Others argue it should remain as it is, untouched, preserved in silence, a monument to the cost of progress. Whatever comes, Gilman's story won't be erased. It lives in photographs, in the memories of families who once called it home, and in the scarred earth beneath our feet. It lives as a warning and as a reminder that every boomtown has its season and that the land always remembers. So when you drive along Highway 24 and you catch sight of weathered roofs high above the river, don't just see an abandoned place. See the echoes of a town that once pulsed with life. See the miners who gave their sweat, the families who built their homes, and the lessons written into these cliffs. Gilman may be silent now, but if you listen close, the mountains will tell you it still speaks.